Hi everyone, Simon here from Simon Says TV and welcome back. Today, where to start? So some of you out there might have done their first short film already and some other might not. It doesn't matter because today we're going to try to identify what you should do or what you already do and works when you make a film, okay? Sometimes we work on autopilot. We don't really know what we're doing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we're going to try to identify those things that should be done in the right way. So you want to be a film director, okay? You want to be a narrative film director. You want to tell stories. So you're going to have to start by making short films. So why short films? Very simple. Because you're going to evolve. You're going to get better faster. You're going to make short films from 5 to 10 minutes or about, okay? And you're going to see the end result of that very fast. A couple of days of shooting, you get on your computer, you see what it looks like, and you start all over again and you do better. If you start by making a feature film, you're going to see the end result in many months, okay? And you might find out that you've done all of that for nothing. You're going to have to start all over again, and you would have lost lots of time, lots of money, and it's not the way to start. So start by doing short films. I guarantee you, by the time you're going to have an hour and a half of short films, all compiled together, I guarantee you that the last one is going to be so much better than the feature film you would have done for the same length. I guarantee you that. It's going to be way better. So make short films and try to improve from one to the next, okay? So how do we start to make a short film? Well, you need at least 3 things. You need a lot of things, but those 3 things that I'm going to talk about, you need them absolutely, okay? Well, you need a camera. That one is simple. You absolutely need a camera. You want to tell a story with images, so you need a camera. The other one, well, you need a story. You need a story to tell. It's simple, also simple, right? But sometimes it's not that easy. What is a story? A story is something that happens from point A to point Z, okay? Something that is going to move the audience, that our perception of what's happening is going to change. And something is going to happen to the character, if there's a character. Probably there are. So something is going to happen to that or those person. It's going to be a curve, a dramatic curve, or something is going to happen to that. So that by the end of the movie, his life would have changed, or he would have been affected by something. Okay? That's a story. So one thing is missing, and that one might not be that easy to find, but is as important, I'm telling you. Okay, so I told you you need a story. Do you need a script? No, you don't necessarily need a script. You can shoot your movie as long as you have a story in your head. It's better. I encourage you to write stories, to write scripts, because you need to learn that too. Because when you're going to get with bigger projects and you'll need money to finance your projects, you will need a script. And if you don't know how to write, I'm telling you, nobody's going to lend you money. I'm sure about that, okay? So you need to learn how to write. But for the first one, you don't necessarily need to have one written. It could be in your head. As a matter of fact, Jean-Luc Godard used to shoot his film with no script at all, apparently. All he had was a small notebook about that size in his pocket with a few words written on each page. It was kind of simply notes to remember him what he has to do, because there was a lot of improvisation in his movie, okay? He was part of the new wave era that changed forever, the way of making movies. And he made a name out of himself by doing things differently. So you can shoot a movie without a script. Do you need actors? Not necessarily. You can shoot a film without actors. You can take Barbies. You can take, I don't know, you can take teddy bears. You can take nothing. You can shoot a movie with the camera only, okay? It's going to become the point of view of the actor, and the actor is going to be the audience. It's going to be me watching the movie. You can go through whatever, and I'm going to feel what's happening in front of the camera, like if it would happen to me, okay? So, no, you don't need actors. Do you need a crew? course, it's always better to have a crew, but for your first film, the thing I forgot to mention, keep it simple. Very, very, very simple. When you start, make your film simple. Something you can shoot at home, in your backyard, at the park, or whatever. But forget about the police car chase scene and the helicopter and all those stuff, okay? You're going to get there, maybe get there one day, okay? But keep it simple. Very simple, okay? So no, you don't need a crew to make your... It's good if you have friends help you, but you don't need that. It's not a must. Do you need sound? No, you don't necessarily need sound. I just shot a film recently, Alone Inside, no sound at all. The sound has been added in post-production, sound and music. Same with Steven Spielberg, did Amblin, the first film that he got him noticed by somebody. Amblin is known as being his first film, which is not exactly right, but Amblin was shot with no sound. Sound has been added in post-production. Same thing with The Big Shave from Martin Scorsese. Shot with no sound. Same thing with Bedhead from Robert Rodriguez. Shot with no sound. It's a black and white film. No sound. All sound added in post-production for all those three movies, and there's a ton of those probably. And I'm going to put the link of those movies down below. You can go and watch them. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna find out that they're not all masterpieces. You're gonna look at that and you're gonna say, "Hey, man, I can do that. It's not that complicated." So no, and you don't need to have dialogues. Also, you can try that. Tell a story with no dialogues. It's very cool to do. I'm telling you. It's gonna help you be very creative for sure. So that's not what I'm searching for. So what do you need? I'm going to tell you. The last thing you need is, and it's very important, it's a vision. No vision, no movie. I'm telling you. You will have images. You will have lots of images that will not work together. You're going to get in front of your computer. You're going to try to put it all together. It's not going to work. It's going to be a melting pot of anything. You need to see your movie in your head before shooting it. You need to see the pace of your movie. You need to see where you're going with it. You need to see the mood of the character. You need to see everything, the dramatic curve, where are the most important things happening, and so you need to have a vision. That's the last thing that is missing sometimes I should say, and that's where a lot of short films fail. No vision. So there you are. You have a camera, you have a story, hopefully written on a script, on paper, and you have a vision. Go out there, shoot your first short film, or your third, or your fifth, or whatever. Go shoot your film, okay? And next time, I'm going to tell you how to up your game. And by the way, remember one thing. A guy asked me once what I've been doing lately. I told him, well, I just did a small film. He said to me, and he was right, there's no such thing as a small film. It could be a short film, not a small film. That doesn't exist. It could be good, could be bad, but it's not a small film. It's a movie, it's a film, that's it. If it's bad, well, you're going to improve from it, definitely. And it's good. It doesn't matter if your first movies are your second or your 10th is not good. Sometimes you will fail, and it's good because you will learn a lot from that. And same thing for your being a director. Okay, there's no such thing as an aspiring film director. I don't remember who famous director said that once, but he said to, I don't know, somebody who asked him, well, how do we do to become a film director? Well, what are you? Well, I'm an aspiring film director, I guess. Well, he says, just take out the aspiring out of the equation, and you are a film director. Okay? You might be a learning film director. I think we all are learning film directors for our lives. But we're not. There's no such thing as an aspiring film director. So as soon as your film is completed, burned on a DVD or uploaded, I should say, on YouTube or whatever, you are a film director. So hope you liked it. Tell your friends that we have a show here, okay? So keep on watching and subscribing, and the next time I'm going to tell you how to up your game. Thank you. Hope you liked it. Bye. Story is something that happens from point A to point B, okay, with something. It's got to be the last one.